Good afternoon to all of you. May I say protocol is observed. I am much honored to be sharing with you the festivities of this year's International Day of the Girl Child, standing among partners and colleagues, and having the opportunity to express on behalf of the Parliamentarians for Global Action our deep commitment to empowering girls and women in every corner of the world. Parliamentarians for Global Action is an international network, over 1,200 legislatures in 142 elected parliaments worldwide that informs and mobilizes parliamentarians to advocate for human rights and the rule of law, democracy, human security, non-discrimination, and gender equality. In fact, in March 2015, we launched a global parliamentary declaration to end child, early, and forced marriage, to raise awareness about this harmful practice among parliamentarians, encourage them to acknowledge the practice as a violation of human rights, call for a robust target on this issue in the post-2015 development agenda, and commit to its implementation at the national level. With the adoption of the 2030 Agenda for Development by member states at the end of September, PGA's parliamentary declaration now seeks to facilitate the emergence of a strong global parliamentary constituency for the implementation and monitoring of target number 5.3, which says to eliminate all harmful practice such as child, early and forced marriage, and female genital mutilations, and in so doing, bring attention as well to each of the targets under goal number 5. Goal number 5 says to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls by 2030. After 15 years of working towards accomplishing a specific Millennium Development Goals on this area, we are all greatly indebted to our girls. We have come short at providing access to equality, education, and economic opportunities to break the cycle of poverty, at guaranteeing sexual and reproductive health and rights, as well as protecting them from violence and marginalization. We have been unsuccessful, sincerely, in effectively addressing discriminatory practices and laws that lead to perpetuation of girl, child, early, and forced marriage. I must acknowledge that my country, the United Republic of Tanzania, has two impending responsibilities on this regard. Responsibility number 1 is to domesticate international human rights instruments, allowing us to harmonize the current legal and policy framework to Tanzania international commitment as a state party to the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW, the Convention on the Right of the Child, and also the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, among others. And number 2 is to amend the Law of Marriage Act of 1971. This law, it maintains certain gender practices such as polygamy for men, but not women, and different marriage ages between men and women. Men can get married at the age of 18 years old, and women can get married, or girls can get married at the age of 15. So Law of Marriage Act accommodates some customary and Islamic laws which sincerely must be amended. These joint efforts clearly demonstrate that we are stronger and have a better impact when working together. Thus, in collaboration with Parliamentary for Global Action, in June 2015, the Parliament in Dodoma, in Tanzania, hosted a capacity building discussion on child, early, and forced marriage with Tanzanian parliamentarians. They were parliamentarians, colleagues from Ghana, Malawi, and representatives from civil society working on this issue. The session offered a space to share information, challenges, the best practice, empowering parliamentarians, encouraging dialogue between the latter and civil society, and fostering multi-sectoral coordination to develop and implement national strategies and action plans that address this harmful practice in our countries. I would like to thank the Department of Foreign Affairs, Trade and Development of Canada, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Denmark, and the Sweden International Development Cooperation Agency, SIDA, for their partnership and important support to the campaign to end child marriage, as well as to the governments of Zambia, Ghana, and my own United Republic of Tanzania for their commitment to end child marriage. In my capacity as a chair of Parliamentary for Global Action, it is my pleasure to present to you Mr. Lykketoft as a president of 70th session of UN General Assembly and as former colleague of PGA, PGA's Parliamentary Declaration to end child, early, and forced marriage. So we should do it ceremoniously.
So, should we do it right here?
Yes, maybe you should.
Pindi, why don't you come here and
So
we'll
you are
present
on
it.
camera.
And present it to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
This contains 729, as of today, signatures from parliamentarians of 77 countries in all regions of the world.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.